Hello, lovely viewers. Today we are going to look at some questions and answers on A Calabash of Saha. So without wasting much time, let's get to our first question. So in our first question, we are going to read an extract and answer the questions that follow. So this is our extract. This is Ama, our lead engineer. She's been working on a project to develop low-cost prosthetics. Amma looked up, a warm smile on her face. So one, we have determined the speaker in the extract above. So the speaker is the one making this statement, okay? And when you read the story, the speaker here is Dr. Idrisu. Dr. Idrisu is also the uncle of Abu Bakr in the story. So let's go to our second question. So the second one, we have describe the tone of the speaker, okay? Describe the tone of the speaker. When we talk about the tone is the attitude of the speaker. As he made this statement, what was his attitude? All right. And the attitude of the speaker was friendly and welcoming. Okay. Or let me say friendly or welcoming. I think any one of these answers will do. Let's go to the next question. Identify the character who is addressed by the speaker. Identify the character who is addressed by the speaker. Now, the one we are addressing is the one we are talking to, all right? So when you read this one, it says that this is Amma, our lead engineer. She's been working on a project to develop low-cost prosthetics. Now, this statement was made by Mr. Idrisu, all right? But who was Mr. Idrisu talking to, okay? Even though Mr. Idrisu was talking about Amma, who was Mr. Idrisu addressing, or the ones he was talking to? In fact, he was talking to two characters, that is Abu Bakr and Abidatu. So when you are addressing somebody, it means that whom you are talking to, the one you are talking to is the person you are addressing. Let's go to the next one. On the same extract, determine the setting as indicated in the extract above. Determine the setting, and we've said that the setting is the time and place of a piece of writing. And this extract, where did it occur? Okay, what is the location? And the location of the extract is the University Innovation Lab in Tamale, or simply you could also say Tamale, right? The University Innovation Lab in Tamale. So this was when Abidatu and Abu Bakr visited Dr. Idrisu in Tamale. All right. So identify one visual device used in the extract. Identify one visual device used in the extract. So we have, this is Amma, our lead engineer. She's been working on a project to develop low-cost prosthetics. Amma looked up, a warm smile on her face, okay? So when we talk about visual device, we are talking about creating mental pictures. So which one of these devices creates a visual imagery in the mind of the reader? Okay? And the appropriate literary device is the imagery. Okay? Let's go to our next one. So we are going to the next extract. Okay. The day of the festival arrived, and the Accra International Conference Center was abuzz with excitement, okay? The underlined word here, or the highlighted word here, is abuzz with excitement. So the device used in the extract above is, okay. So when we talk about abuzz, abuzz imitates the sound of its meaning, okay? And when we have any word which sounds like its meaning or imitates the sound of its meaning, we are talking about the literary device onomatopoeia. All right. So the device used in the extract above is onomatopoeia. All right. Let's go to the next question here. We have, what does Saha mean? And Saha means clear water in Dagbani. Clear water in Dagbani. 8. What disease affected Abidatu's brother. And reading the story closely, the Abidatu's brother was affected with cholera. Okay. Then the next one we have, what is the setting of the story? What is the setting of the story? So we have different settings in the story, okay, but the central setting or the main setting is Karaga. So here I wrote Karaga in the northern region of Ghana. Let's go to number 10. What problem did the village of Karaga face? What problem did the village of Karaga face? And they faced lack of clean drinking water. That was the problem they faced. And that was when Abidatu and Abubakar came in and solved that problem. Okay, so we have, how was Dr. Idrisu related to Abubakar? How was Dr. Idrisu related to Abubakar? Now, when we talk about relation, we are talking about the connection, okay? So what is the connection between Idrisu, Dr. Idrisu and Abubakar? And in the story, according to the story, he was Abubakar's uncle. All right. Let's go to the next one. We have, where was the Pan-African Science Festival held? Where was the Pan-African Science Festival held? So it was held in Accra. Then question number 13, what was Karaga known for? It's supposed to be known, okay, but here is no. So it's supposed to be known for. What was Karaga known for? Now, Karaga was known for farming. When you read the story, to tell you that farming was the heartbeat of the community, right? Question number 14, we have, what happened to the village well? So the village had a well, but according to the story, it had dried up, okay? So the answer is it's dried up. Okay, so what role did Mr. Mensah play? What role did Mr. Mensah play? Now, when we talk about the role, we are talking about the parts that a character played. Okay, what part did the character play? So Mr. Mensah was the teacher who introduced the challenge. That is Abidatu's and Abubakar's teacher. He was the one who introduced the challenge. So that is his role, the role that he played in the story. Let's go to the next one. What challenge did they face while traveling to Tamale? What challenge did they face while traveling to Tamale? And here, their vehicle broke down. Their vehicle broke down. They had to get down, walk some distance before they got another truck. Now, question number 17, we have mentioned 3 materials used in the building of the Saha machine. Mention 3 materials used in the building of the Saha machine. The first one, we have solar panels. Second one, we have sand. And third, we have UV lamp. The UV lamp is actually described as the missing piece to the Saha machine. So number 18, we have, who are the main characters in the story? Who are the main characters in the story? Now remember that the main character is also the protagonist. Okay? The one the story is focused on. All right, that is the main character. And here we have 2 main characters. We have Abubakar and Abidatu. Okay. The whole story revolves around these 2. So these are the main characters or the protagonists in the story. 19, we have, what energy source did Abubakar and Abidatu choose for their Saha system? What energy source did Abubakar and Abidatu choose for their Saha system? And the energy source was the solar energy. That is, when you read the story, to tell you that they harnessed the energy of the sun. Okay, to harness the energy of the sun. That is solar energy. 20, why was the Saha machine important? Why was the Saha machine important in the story? What was its role? So it provided clean drinking water. Simply, it provided clean drinking water. 21, what was the function of the UV light in the Saha system. What was the function of the UV light? Remember that the UV light was part of the materials needed to build the Saha machine. Okay, and what was its usefulness? It was used to purify the water. Okay, that was its role in the machine. 22. What project was Intim working on? So Intim was one of the persons Abubakar and Abidatu met in Tamale when they visited Dr. Idrisu. Okay, and it was said that Intim was working on a project at the University Innovation Lab. What project was that? So Intim was a programmer and he was working on an application to track water quality. So an application to track water quality. 23. Describe the attitude of the village chief towards Abubakar and Abidatu. The attitude of the village chief towards Abubakar and Abidatu. Now, the village chief was very supportive of their invention, okay, or their Saha machine. He was very supportive. Why? Because they held a deba, or he led a deba in support of these two. And he was also very appreciative. He actually gave a speech that would go on to encourage them to continue to support the community. So he was supportive and appreciative at the same time. 24, we have together we can do anything. It's an example of which literary device. Together we can do anything. It's an example of which literary device. And this one is an example of an exaggeration or an overstatement, okay? Because nobody can do everything, okay, or anything, all right? So together we can do anything is an example of a hyperbole. So the correct literary device here is a hyperbole. Another example of a hyperbole is when someone says, I will never leave this school in a million years. I will never leave this school in a million years, because nobody lives to a million years. Okay. So when you say, I will never leave you in a million years, it means that you are making an overstatement. And that one is also an example of a hyperbole. Let's go to the last one. We have mention one lesson you learned from the story. Mention one lesson you learned from the story. And the lesson I learned from the story is hard work and perseverance leads to success in life. So your answer could be different from this one. It could be any advice you picked up from reading the story. So thank you very much for staying to the end, and I will see you in the next one.